Hi Virgo, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on for us. Seeing us doing a lot of work here, something that we're figuring out the balance to. Maybe you feel like there's a lot that you need to get done, a lot weighing on you. I'm also hearing up to you. So maybe you feel like, I'm hearing that you're carrying the world on your shoulders with something, okay? I'm also hearing busy time of the year. So this could be holiday related if you celebrate. I'm seeing us finding our joy in this process. Maybe also learning what's worth our energy and effort and what we don't feel a need to do. I'm seeing that there's a lesson that we're learning here, something that's going to be coming to an end soon. Maybe we feel like some sort of stress that we're carrying is going to be ending soon. I'm looking at 2 8s here. We may have plans to be speaking to somebody. I'm looking at Gemini here. I'm also looking at Sag. We also may be setting boundaries in a close interpersonal relationship. Somebody may be planning to communicate with you. I'm looking at a lesson that we are learning. Maybe we feel like there was something going on with our shadow or somebody else's shadow that led to... Oh, I'm also hearing disposition. I'm looking at Capricorn here. Something going on that led to some sort of... I'm hearing discord, disagreement. I'm also hearing animosity. I'm seeing us walking away from this, hoping to walk away from this. I'm looking at a chaotic situation that I'm hearing learning to move away from, okay? So, I'm looking at a lot of stress. I'm looking at somebody communicating maybe in a way where there was some sort of tension, okay? Also, maybe something that you were planting, maybe seeds we were planting, led to some sort of chaotic outbreak. Something like that. Something we felt left disappointed by, okay? Maybe something didn't need to go away that it went, and it went that way anyway. I'm looking at us figuring out how we want to communicate with somebody. I'm hearing delicately, okay? Somebody we want to communicate, maybe somebody we also need to set boundaries, maybe something about advocating for ourselves as well. And I'm seeing us wanting to move away from chaos and into a place of calm, also into a place where we feel like our heart is. Something going on with a sibling as well. I'm looking at Gemini here, and I'm seeing seeds that we are planting. We also may be feeling drawn to relationships that we feel closer to people within. I'm looking at the Lovers. It doesn't need to be a lover. This can be people that we strongly identify with, that we feel like I'm hearing are cut from the same cloth. I'm seeing seeds being planted, and I'm looking at us moving into a place where it's like in the beginning there was like a lot of stress, a lot of stuff that we were carrying, maybe some tension. I'm hearing outbreak, something going on, and I'm seeing that we are moving out of this and into a place. I'm hearing joy. I'm also hearing rejoice, a place where there's going to be a celebration. I'm seeing people getting together here. I'm getting too that there might be something we're recognizing that we feel disappointed by. However, this is definitely a karmic test for us, maybe to recognize our shadow. Maybe we're recognizing somebody else's shadow. I'm looking at something maybe having to do with our belief system. This can also have to do with a marriage. Something traditional. I'm seeing that bringing things into harmony is going to be what I'm hearing furthers us in this position that we're in right now. I'm hearing currently. There could also be some type of marriage that's helping us out with something. Maybe also our ability to want to bring something into harmony is going to be helpful for us. Also wanting something even, something equal, okay? I'm seeing that there's an offer that comes through that is not being taken. I'm looking at harmony, and I'm looking at there being illumination on the seeds that were being planted, something we feel disappointed by. I'm seeing light being shed on you, Virgo. I'm looking at, I'm hearing Libra. I'm looking at Leo here. I'm seeing there could be a Leo in the picture, somebody that is proposing something to us. This can be in the form of a payment. This can also be some sort of energetic exchange where they're like, I want things to break down evenly. This can even be some sort of proposal. I'm getting that word, but I'm seeing an offer that's not being taken. Something that ultimately, when we look inside, something that's being shied away from, something that we also realize. It's like this type of union, harmony. I'm also hearing kinship. I'm also hearing relationship, something that we're shying away from here. Again, I'm looking at Leo. That can be that area of your chart if it's not you with another. Now I'm looking at Scorpio. I'm seeing there's a transformation that we're undergoing here, a big change. Regarding our interpersonal dynamics, relationships, in this spread, I'm looking at Sag, I'm looking at Saturn, which is Capricorn's planet, I'm looking at Gemini, and I'm looking at Taurus. In this spread right here, I'm looking at you, Virgo, I'm looking at Leo and Scorpio. I'm hearing something is breaking down to the point of being built back up, Virgo. I'm seeing a huge shift that's happening with an interpersonal dynamic of ours. Maybe the way that we're working with other people too. Maybe also the way that we're interacting with others. I'm seeing us trying to find the happiness in this situation. Because when we look inside, we're trying to unite something within us so we can see that reflected back at us. We may have our eyes ideally on something that we want to come together. I'm getting that for some people, that you may be watching other people that do get along well together. Interesting. Maybe like as it's almost like you're watching some type of like modeling going on here about like what exactly you want to be bringing together here. I'm hearing synthesizing. There could be a water sign watching you. I'm seeing us going through something where there's going to be a really big shift, a really big change that we're seeing as far as the Two of Cups here. This can be two different aspects of ourselves that we're synthesizing. This can also be our relationship with another person that we feel close to. I'm seeing work being done. I'm hearing on this front. I'm seeing a collaboration, right? Somebody that we're interacting with, somebody where I'm hearing sharing space with. And I'm looking at one of the parties from this interaction looking at the Two of Cups over here. It's like looking at this harmony of these two people. I'm seeing judgment being called. I'm almost seeing this like you being above yourself in a way, like looking down on a relationship that you have and calling judgment on it. Judgment can speak sometimes on second chances that we give to things. I'm seeing us ultimately calling judgment in a way where it's like you want to ascend to a place where you're feeling happy, where you're feeling in touch with your emotions, where you feel like it's safe to be soft. Also wanting to be perceived as that very like nurturing, warm, I'm hearing motherly figure, okay? That does not have to be speaking about any gender in particular, okay? It's just the archetype of the Mother of Cups here. And I'm seeing progress that we're making. Maybe we feel like we're getting more in touch with our intuitive side. Maybe something where we're able to feel a sense of happiness that we weren't feeling before. I'm seeing a sense of contentment with a family structure, okay? Whether these are family members that we have picked to come into our archetype of the family, or this is married blood family. But I'm seeing something that we're moving through right now. It's a very big change. I'm looking at Scorpio and I'm looking at Pluto here, which is all about shedding. It's about changing things, breaking them down, building them back up. It's about regeneration. I'm also hearing generations to come. I'm hearing that there may be something we feel like we're being guided into at this point in time. I'm hearing Scorpio, Virgo. We may be communicating a truth that we have to share. I'm looking at Cancer and I'm looking at Uranus here, which is Aquarius's planet. I'm seeing us having success with moving into a place where maybe we're starting something. I'm hearing clear out. It's something that we're starting over, maybe a new place. It's like going back to the drawing board and starting from there. I'm seeing a goal that we have in mind here, something that we want to build to, I'm hearing. And now I'm looking at Aries popping out here. There may be some sort of success that we're having with an Aries in our life. This can be a parental figure. I'm seeing us needing to exercise discipline in order to make a decision. Something that we're going to need to take time out to ourselves, for ourselves, to make this decision about, maybe about wanting this new beginning. I'm seeing something come through that we were hoping for, wishing for. There may have been a sense of confusion that we were feeling. I'm seeing us, again, having success with moving into a place, maybe success dealing with a relationship with a parental figure, okay? I'm looking at Cancer here, I'm looking at Aries here, and I'm seeing something going very well. I'm looking at a new beginning that we're starting, and maybe something even that we feel called to start, that we want to begin. I'm also hearing begin anew. I'm looking at a decision that needs to be made, but I'm looking at there being a bit of stagnation, a bit of hesitance with making a decision. Maybe because we feel confused ultimately about what a goal is that we have in mind. But I'm seeing us kind of gaining a clearer picture of this. And I'm getting to that us taking a step back and reorienting ourselves, grounding ourselves, is actually going to bring something very important to light for us that we're going to find. And I'm seeing that ultimately this leads to a wish fulfillment. Something that we're hoping for. We could also be getting more in touch with the things that we feel grateful for as well. Virgo, I hope you're doing well. I'm looking at a fire sign and I'm looking at an air sign, and I'm looking at there being a sense of, I'm hearing friction in the heart space, something we're bringing justice to. I'm looking at Libra over here. Somebody we feel attracted to, somebody that's coming in to say something to us. I'm hearing something going wrong. Maybe we didn't expect something to happen that did, but I'm seeing this being set straight. It's like something is going to be resolved that was not resolved before. There may be a fire sign that's coming through to share something with you. If they're not, I'm getting the feeling that they know something. This may be the Leo that popped out before. I'm seeing your intuition telling you about a new direction that you want to go into. Maybe after something going on where you needed some healing done in the heart space, okay? Seeing us being guided not to rush into things. You may feel like you're meeting somebody that you feel like really matches you to some degree. I'm hearing on some level. You may feel like a soul urge, a soul call, something you feel drawn towards this person. I'm seeing your intuition telling you to call something out here. I'm looking at an ending. You could have even met somebody and now you want to break something off with somebody else. Interesting. I'm looking at there being heartbreak and then a fresh start. It's like going into something new, okay? But I'm getting that there's healing that needs to be done, and I'm also getting that there could have been something going on. I'm hearing funny business. There could have been something going on that that we don't feel great about. I'm getting something that we need to heal from. I'm looking at an ending that we are aware of. I'm hearing circumstantial. I'm seeing something being balanced out. Maybe after somebody had acted in a way that we didn't appreciate. Remember, energies can always be reversed. This can be an energy that I'm being guided to speak on this card. This can be an energy that rushes into things too quickly. This can be a cheating energy. This can be an energy that's very passionate and very fun, but it's not something that's committal. It's very much about passion without there being a depth of emotion behind it, okay? I'm looking at a lot of wands here, and I'm looking at communication that's needed. I'm seeing us needing to set boundaries. This can be about the energy that we're exuding. Maybe setting boundaries with our tendency to, I'm hearing, to want to show off. Something needs to come into balance, okay? That's what I'm getting here. There may be something going on where you feel like your passions or even your impulses are getting out of hand in a way, and I'm seeing something really needing to be, I'm hearing modeled after. I'm also hearing controlled. Maybe something you feel called to do. So I'm seeing us really needing to set boundaries with whoever the Knight of Wands is, whether that be us or that be somebody else. But I'm seeing something needing to balance out with the relationship that we have, maybe more than one relationship I'm getting. This can be 2 or 3 different relationships that we have. And I'm seeing something that needs to be clarified. Something that your intuition is urging you to speak out on, okay? And I'm getting to this notion, like, if you want to go in a new direction, there's healing that needs to be done first, because I'm seeing, like, a part of I'm hearing characteristic. It's like the part of us that may want to jump into things too quickly without thinking about it, especially now as, like, Venus retrograde and all of that. It's like things that may seem alluring at this time, we may not have, like, all of the details of. So we want to be very mindful about what we are committing to at this time. So just a heads up for anybody thinking about committing to things. This doesn't have to be with people. This can also be with making moves and whatnot as well. Anything that Venus touches, okay? And I'm looking at Venus right here with the Libra card. All right, friends, we are going to end it there. Virgo, I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for being here. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.